So 6 years ago, I bought into the red pill theory, and I did my best to try and escape the matrix. I bought into didn't want to be a brokey no more. I didn't want to be a normie no more. I wanted to build a business. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to have people respect me. I wanted the money. I wanted the freedom, the time freedom, the location freedom. I wanted to be able to do what the fuck I want when I wanted to do it. And I knew that business was my way that I wanted to do this. The same shit that people like Andrew Tate put forward, the same shit that people like Alex Hormozy put forward. This idea of like fucking work on this shit that you want to do, put in the hard work, be a man, and then you can start living the life of your dreams, and you can have all of these girls chasing you. You can have the nice car, you can have the nice watch, you can, do whatever you want to do. All of the people telling us to escape the rat race, to escape this idea of working 9 to 5 for someone else, to escape this idea that we are all just sort of like these things that are robotic and going through the motions and don't really think for ourselves and are just trapped, basically. We want us to break free. Want us to have the freedom. And I did it. Did pretty fucking well. I was making 15 grand a month. I drive a Polestar. I've traveled Southeast Asia whilst I've been working. Like I've lived a life. I've got a beautiful girlfriend. I've got a beautiful daughter. Life on paper was ticking every single box, but I gave it all up because I hit this point of burnout. I realized that by buying into escaping the matrix, I actually adopted a load of beliefs that were saying that like work was bad, that was saying that I'm not good enough until I have this, saying that it's so important for me to chase these outward external things for me to be able to feel good inside. I was chasing a feeling of being enough, a feeling of being loved, a feeling of being worthy of respect. And the way that I would get that feeling is by having these external things to validate that people would feel this way about me. And, it worked. I did build a fairly successful business at 15 grand a month. I was traveling. I was running a football team as well. I was into my gym, daughter, happy and healthy. Like, it was all going all right. It was all going all right, but it didn't last forever because I was acting from a place of force. I was having to push through. I was having to use this dark power within me. When people say like to use your anger and your frustration to get it out in work and stuff, it doesn't let the anger pass. You're still holding on to that anger. You're literally holding on to that anger because it's the thing that's driving you to do the work. And what happens when anger gets too much? You start to lash out. You start to not be able to control your emotions. And actually, this goes against the very things that these hypermasculine people are trying to teach in being order to control yourself. Plus, once the business had gone and I'd shut it down, or the second time I was burning out and I wasn't doing the work, all of my pride, all of my respect, my self-respect, all of these things just went away, even though I'd already achieved all of these different things because I was so reliant on the external. And so actually I didn't escape the matrix at all. I may not be in the typical rat race anymore, but I'm still trapped. I'm still trapped by needing these external things to validate who I am and to feel like I belong and to feel like I'm safe and secure. So actually I just took a regular trap and just replaced it with a golden trap. Either way, I was still trapped. It didn't really work. And so now what I want to introduce to you is the map of consciousness even, developed by David Hawkins, because so many of us founders are acting in these survival paradigms. We have pride over the work that we've got, and we want to show it off to other people to gain this respect. We have a lot of anger when things go wrong or don't go the way that we expect them to. We have this strong desire for wanting money. We can feel fear around whether this is going to work with a client or whether a client's about to leave. We can have grief for when a player leaves us and we regret, and we're looking at like, and this person, they would have done this and it would have been amazing, or I wouldn't have had to do this work because Jeff would have taken care of it. We can feel apathy for when things are going wrong and we want to detach from the situation. All of these survival paradigms, these distortions of the world, are helping us to use force to grow and build this business. But eventually, the emotions get too much, burnout will arise, we'll take a wrong step, and it will all collapse. Or at least on the inside, we're going to feel hollow and empty. And so we want to be able to remove these distortions, to be able to move up to a place of courage and above, in order to, 1, build a better business than before, 2, build a more sustainable business, and 3, build a business which actually sets your soul on fire and makes you feel alive. It makes you happy to say that you're doing it. All right, that's a business which is going to build. That's a business which is sustainable, and that's something which will actually allow you to escape the matrix, because you can act from a place of love and peace within inside of you, and so you don't need the extra stuff. And actually, that's when the universe starts giving you the things that you're looking for. The universe is like a mirror, and whatever you're feeling and resonating with on the inside is going to be reflected back to you. And so if you have all of this desire for money, and you're placing this feeling outside of you, then the universe is constantly going to show you that you need more and more and more, which is why people earn 10K and then immediately they want 20. And they hit 20 and they want 30, and they want 30, they want 40, they want 40, they want 80. And it just goes up, 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 up. And actually that person still feels the same as when they're earning $5,000 a month, because they still don't feel like they're enough, because they're still away from their next goal. This desire plays things outside of them. This is the frequency they're vibrating at. And so the universe is going to continue to show that your happiness is outside of you. You're not happy at 10K, you're going to be happy at 20. Oh no, maybe it wasn't 20, you're going to be happy at 40. Oh, it wasn't 40, you're going to be happy at 80. And the system keeps repeating itself. You're never actually going to reach a place of true happiness and joy until you allow yourself to feel it on the inside. And so if I can leave you with just one tactic of being able to release these distortions so that you can build a bigger, more sustainable business which actually sets your soul on fire, it's to sit with these emotions, to let them dissipate and accept that you are feeling these things. When they release themselves, you will start to move up the map of consciousness, moving into a place of courage at a bare minimum, where you're able to act and you're not worried about whether something works or not. And at this point, you can start tuning into who you actually are and what you actually want to build. So many of us that were influenced by Hormozi or influenced by Andrew Tate and these people have gone on to build agencies, probably a lead gen agency. Or if you're a bit later down the line, maybe an AI agency. And actually, is this something which is really lighting you up? Is this what you want to dedicate your life's work to? Or is this something that was allowing you to make a load of money because people put out a load of content on it? Sit with your feelings. When you feel the need to hit 10K, have that thought in your head. Place your consciousness on your body. Don't push away the feelings. Don't try and hold on to them. Just imagine you're outside and you're watching your body and you're watching these feelings go around in your chest, whether it's hot or cold or heavy or light or moving, whether it feels electric, whether it feels like water. Whatever it is, just observe it. Allow it to dissipate. And when it is released, you can start to feel more clarity about building a business which actually works. And for me, now that I've done my inner work, I know that my work is actually about bringing people closer to this. And so if you want some more information or you want some like-minded people around you, I have a free community, links in the description. If you'd like some one-to-one coaching, link is in the description. And if you would like to join us on a retreat where we are going to be doing some intense work, where you're not just learning, where you're actually doing the inner work, again, use the link in the description. Let's have a talk and we'll see if you're the right person to join us on the retreat. Thank you.